So cold, but I'm so hot.
Dope boys with them now.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. That nigga gram headed straight to the block. Pirates this water water till it's hot. Listen double up, turn a little to a lot. Right hand on the cell phone, taking order. Left hand 360 motor to a lot. Blue hollow tips, got switches on the dot. State game, true simple, can't be stopped. Laughing at you haters while I'm thumbing through the paper. Says long live to the bottom, won't you meet me at the top? The nigga ain't shit, yeah, I get that a lot. Won't be deterred and I won't be stopped. Shaq Diesel number one, I post up on the block. 24/7 cause the hustle don't stop. 31 flavor, take an order like a waiter. I be selling more gas than a local truck stop. 1200 strong for a pound to the top. Got me shining, I'm a star. Ask about me, I am legend. They gon' tell you who we are. Fuck these niggas, fuck these bitches. Get money, all I know. No love for these bitches. Never saving these hoes. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
When I'm thinking about the past, yeah, gon' get some nice gang, we at the spot. If we ever was short, then it's back to the block, you probably get shot. Every day's a sudden change, we getting money, that's one thing, it's never gon' stop. Real dope boys do what it takes, playing high stakes, living to die. Do your time, keep it quiet, no matter who you are, don't get what you got. Stack it up, that's the bond to stay fresh. Oh, they think that you're not. Take a roll with a hoe, they gon' let you go. Somebody's gonna say you ain't hot. Just invest in yourself, don't worry about nobody else. There ain't no handouts. If you say the same, put it on the chain. Let them see you ain't tied down. Got a couple rings, did a lot of things. I ain't really gon' talk about it. Give me a trade, get you go. She gon' show up and show out. So don't ask me what the dope at, cause you already around.
The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. The game so cold, but I'm so hot. Same old shit, still on the block. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Dope boy, fresh with dope boy not. Same young nigga came up in the trap. I'm dope boy, fresh with dope boy not.
Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the sip. Niggas ain't real, nigga. You gotta feel me, nigga. Smile in my face behind my back, you tryna kill me, nigga. You say you got beef, then what you wanna do? You screaming, fuck me, nah, nigga, fuck you. You ain't hard at me. Couple kick dough, couple robberies. Nigga get extorted, get aborted, he don't pay the fee. Posted in the north, got the 2 to 4 recipe. I be cooking chicken bit, not talking rotisserie. I got all my hater mad, I know that they sick of me. Who the fuck he think he is, motherfucker MP3? I honestly pay him no attention. They up under me. Haters call me Visa cause I'm everywhere they wanna be. Ladies, man, catch me with more honeys than a bumblebee. Say she got a husband, but she always wanna suck a D. State gang, true sipper, who these niggas wanna be? I've been getting money since a younger. I've been pushing peace, stay strapped. Gotta watch your back when you're in the streets. Friends turn to foes, never know who your enemy. I was in Detroit, he ain't keep the same energy. West side down the slide, I don't think he feeling me. I was on some demon time, nigga talking about killing me. man. There no business, let's see all that shit that you gon' do to me. Come outside, why you scared? I thought that you been a G. We don't bluff, we pulling up, we different down in Tennessee. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white square, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. I got an old school bitch, call her Aretha. Shawty so fine, shawty she a keeper. Smoke that reefer, preferred by the quarter. I do this for my kids, my sons and my daughter. Get treated like a king. Hoes call me sire. One look like Lotto, the other look like Maya. My plug, he ain't playing, he only talking the numbers. I cop it, whip it, and ship it. My money coming in bundles. Different flavors of kush, orange, grape, and apple. If a nigga try me, it's gonna be a disaster. Dope money and bitches, pimp robbers and snitches. It's all in my hood. My homies say that I'm gifted, I really can't complain. Shit starting to change, a product of my environment. Tell me who can I blame? Neck like a glacier, bought my shawty a bracelet. Money go get her, that's why these niggas be hating. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Riding through the city, I'm with it, I got my 9 o'clock. If it really fit it, let's get it, I got the game locked. Green and white squares, been serving them on the same block. Dime piece with me, she foreign, she come from Bangkok. Whole team shining, we stars, big dipper. Get a lot of haystack gang in the city. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. Good evening. How y'all doing? Oh, that's what it looks like. Okay. Yeah, because I had changed it because y'all was talking about y'all couldn't see the icon at the bottom. So I moved it and I got 3 slots at the top. These first 3 stories is so spicy. I don't think we're going to have nothing but time to do 3 of them. I think the first 2 are kind of lengthy as well, but nah, they some crazy stories. This first here story, let me see what this motherfucker called. This first story says an Amish mom drowns young son to give him to God. This bitch is crazy. I need Sister Terry Clarence up here because I need to ask her, do she believe this woman actually talked to God? Me and my mama had an interesting conversation. She actually, this is the first time in like 10 years, she actually respected my wishes. She was trying to preach and stuff, and she wouldn't answer my questions. And I was like, just stop. She was like, no, let me finish. I was like, you know I don't believe in what you believe in. You wasting your time and breath. She's like, all right, I'm going to leave it there. And then I fucked around and took the bait and said, it engaged in one of her damn religious conversations, and she didn't answer the motherfucking question. And I put it on mute and was like, watch this, son. I'm finna ask her a question. And I asked her a question, said, watch the answer be free will. I was just dying laughing the whole time. It was funny. That shit was funny as hell. Then she gonna tell me, give me some questions to ask my teacher, because he said he used to be an atheist and now he a preacher. Well, good for him. Not gonna work for me. But that was it was a lighthearted conversation though. But she finally respected me when I said, I don't believe in what you believe. Shit, stop it. But it only lasts for like 10 minutes though. But yeah, I need to, hold on, let me call. Well, I ain't gonna even bother. Geraldine, it looked like you about to start trying to spell nigga. I know this how y'all do. Y'all come in and y'all put the N and then the I. So if Geraldine Jackson come in with an I, just go and get up out of here. Because I know what's coming next. Geraldine sounds black as hell though, so I wouldn't imagine a woman named Geraldine would be typing nigger, but it looked like she going that way. But all right, law and crime is on the case. Let's see what the hell going on. And they just posted this. Let me see. This story here is new. This is a can I see? When they do this? 5 hours ago. Yep. Fairly new. Go back up, son of a bitch. Well, I guess it. Yeah, I do gotta scroll back up. Why won't it scroll? Okay.
Yes. What do you mean by that? I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I'm crazy, but he is real. And he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you.
Chilling body camera footage of what an Amish mom said to Ohio sheriff's deputies after allegedly drowning her 4-year-old son.
I need to know where your husband is.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
What allegedly happened at this park that also led to the death of her husband, as she is now facing multiple charges, including aggravated murder. We're on the case.
She killed her husband too.
Crime. I'm Chris Stewart.
This bitch whacked the whole family. Yeah, but the way she said it though,
The body camera video I'm about to show you.
She said it so nonchalantly. She's just like, I sent him home to God and he loves him. I'm like, what?
Is truly chilling because you're about to see a mom admit on camera to law enforcement that she drowned her 4-year-old son in what she says was a religious experience.
I should just sit with my children and have water.
This is the body camera video just released of Ruth Miller when she was arrested on August 23rd. And it's a lot to take in. And before I play it for you,
Hey man, that's the most polite arrest ever, but the niggas arresting her are 75 though. These folk been in law enforcement their whole damn life.
I need to break down how we got to this moment. This is Ruth Miller's mugshot. She and her family are members of an Amish community in Ohio. Police say that Miller, her husband, their twin 18-year-old sons and 15-year-old daughter,
When you done being bored, you'll come home.
as well as 4-year-old son, went to a lake south of Akron. It's about an hour and a half's drive west of Pittsburgh in Ohio. Local law enforcement said they got a 911 call that morning about a woman driving a golf cart with 3 other people on board into a lake. And this is a picture from the local sheriff's office of the golf cart in the water. And here's what the local sheriff said at a news conference per WEWS TV out of Cleveland.
At the time that we received the call, people didn't realize what it was. It looked as though it could have been an unintentional event. It could have just been an accident, but it was a woman and 3 children on that golf cart.
But then the sheriff said when they first heard what Miller allegedly said to witnesses, this was about to be something more serious.
The first witness that arrives, the help, is asking the woman, does she need help up? And he tries to help, and she suggests to him not to help her, to just pray for her.
When deputies spoke to Miller, as you'll see here, she kept talking about her son, but her twin.
But why would she need prayer if, well, I don't know if she said God told her to do it or if she just sent the child home to God. I'm confused on it. Good Monday night football game. The Bears had the lead the entire time, and then just like the Bears, they blew it.
And 18-year-old sons were okay. They were right there. Then they realized that she was talking about her 4-year-old. And here's what deputies saw when they first arrived.
Yeah, I'm excited about football season. We got the football background here. Well,
I gave him to God.
You gave him to God.
Yes.
So Geraldine came in with the eye.
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God.
Oh no, she just said the end.
And people
Hey,
are
y'all
going
don't
to
have to
tell
block
me that I'm
Geraldine
crazy.
unless she dropped
He is real.
the
And he
unless
loves
she
you.
dropped the other
He
level.
really does love you. He loves you.
The end might have been a mistake, but I
And
know
I
that's typically
doubted
what
him.
they do. They
I
knock
doubted
the
him
end,
so
see if
many
somebody pay
times.
attention and
But I
start
am to
dressing.
tell you, he is coming soon. He is coming very soon. Prepare your hearts.
You don't even watch
end is
football.
close.
You wouldn't know if
And I'm
they're
for sure
solid.
supposed to tell you that he does love you. Okay?
Ma'am,
He does love you.
Look at these folks looking at this woman.
does live. I'm crazy, but he is real.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going.
All right, I'm gonna put the closed captioning on so that you can hear this. I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. Where was this boy's free will? I'm just gonna ask, because you know that'd be the number one answer for a lot of these Christians when people do evil shit, but it's two sides to it. She used her free will to kill her son. Where was her son's free will to live? He didn't have no choice in that. He didn't know his mama was gonna kill him that goddamn day.
I gave him to God.
You gave him to God?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And
She said this shit's so cold and callous. This shit got to be a movie. This is a scary movie.
gave him to God.
You gave him to God?
Yes.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy, but he is real. And he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you.
Hey, Mary Beth, why did God need your assistance to kill your son? You didn't think it was gonna happen naturally? He couldn't do it. Let me guess, he tested you and told you to put your son on the altar. And boy, I'm sorry I'm on a tangent. This is just threw me back to the conversation. She was talking a whole bunch about pleading the blood and shit. I'm like, you do realize there's some really cringy shit to say. And then just talking about how throughout the Bible, God required animal sacrifices and blood. And I'm like, what kind of weird shit is that? The fuck God need blood and sacrifices for animals? Why does he need you to harm something else to show that you love him? And what's up with the fucking blood? That's just creepy. But yeah, we had a great conversation though. She's talking my ear off.
And I doubted him. I doubted him so many times. But I am to tell you, he is coming soon. He is coming very soon.
You going to jail?
The end is close. And I'm for
Hey,
sure.
man, imagine just killing the motherfucker and you sitting up here preaching, telling the motherfucker how good God is. Man, if you don't take your crazy ass on somewhere, the deputies don't know what to do. They like, well, she preaching right now, but at the same time, she just killed her son. What do I do? This nigga is conflicted.
So many times. But I am to tell you, he is coming soon. He is coming very soon. Prepare your hearts.
Why didn't he take you instead of that baby motherfucker? Why you didn't send yourself to God?
The end is close. And I'm for sure supposed to tell you that he does love you.
Ma'am, you're a murderer. Get your hands off of me. This punch off Chips looking ass nigga.
Okay.
Man,
I don't put this bitch in
can you explain to me what
handcuffs.
happened? Who'd you throw in the water?
I gave my son to God.
Your son?
Yes.
Where's your husband?
He went for a walk this morning.
And you haven't seen him
He
since?
didn't ever come back. And we went to the boat and his clothes were there.
Oh, you sent your son to God and your husband just missing, but he ended up being dead too. You ain't send him to God. Why the fuck do they have the police cruiser blurred out?
God told me he's in the lake.
God told her, son of a bitch.
God told me he's in the lake. We went to the boat and his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake and a fish swallowed. And you're actually supposed to.
I don't think I got my bruh drop. Let me see if I got my bruh drop. This is bruh. If there was ever a bruh moment, that would be it, bruh. What, they canceled the order? Oh yeah, they known for doing it. You had a black driver. Well, no, they'll send it. It'll go. It typically when they cancel this shit go right back. It normally go right back on there. Hold on. Let's see here. Let me play this lady. Let me make sure I got it back far enough so I can play this damn drop.
I gave my son to God.
Your son?
Yes.
Where's your husband?
He went for a walk this morning.
And you haven't seen him
He
since?
didn't ever come back. And we went to the boat and his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake and a fish swallowed him. And you're actually supposed to go look for him in the bottom of the lake.
A fish ate him? This bitch is telling the story of Jonah and the whale. A fish ate him. A fish ate him? A fish ate him. Where is Sister Terry Clarence? I'm locked up. They won't let me out. Nah, man. I got to do Lil Judd again. Hold up. I got to do this again. Excuse me, sir. Excuse me, sir. Sir. Yeah. The microphone picking up y'all conversation. Oh, what'd she say?
And his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake and a fish swallowed him. You're actually supposed to go look for him in the bottom of the lake. And you will find the fish. And you will find my husband. And then you will believe. But he...
See, truth will be proud. I don't believe this bitch talked to God. I don't believe it. I don't believe God told her no damn fish swallowed her husband and that he gonna be in the bottom of the whatever the fuck the lake. You imagine the fish being that motherfucking big in the bottom of a lake that you could swallow. What is that? The Loch Ness monster? The truth will be proud. I don't believe her. I believe David Taylor and that lady who gave all the money and Michelle Brennan. I believe them. This bitch here, no. She's Amish any damn way. She was fucked up from the start. Everybody bitch went crazy. She ain't never had electricity and shit. This is, ladies and gentlemen, what are we doing here? This is a real story.
of your little faith that did not believe before seeing.
Man, people like you make me not believe. Because look, you probably done killed your husband. You done killed your son. It ain't nothing gonna happen to you. You're gonna go to jail, but you're not dead. And then the whole loophole, which really turned me off to religion, was I could be living my life right, doing everything that this nigga asked me to do. And then a nigga who just didn't give a fuck and said, forgive me on his deathbed, then won. This nigga done found a loophole and ain't had to do none of the sacrifices and suffering and shit as me. And he still get to go to the same place? That's fucked up. That's fucked up. All these priests who done abused these kids and shit, they get to go to heaven and be next to the nigga that they molested for 10 years. I can't get jiggy with that shit. That wouldn't work in real life. But nah, this is you know that whip shit like this is why I'm ye of no faith. Fuck little faith, zero faith. Cause you still here. You still here. You ain't had no massive heart attack. God ain't took you out of shit. And God told you where your husband was after you killed your son and sent him to him.
So send people down to the bottom of the lake looking for a fish. I had my husband.
How old's your son that's in the lake?
4. He's sweet. I love him. I gave him forever.
Okay. 7/9/40 Central.
He's sweet, and I love him.
We're out with the mother. She is advising that she threw her 4-year-old son in the lake to give him to God.
At this point, deputies are now trying to comprehend what happened. They
4-year-old, they can't believe it. Now, she didn't say that God told her to kill her son. She said God told her that her husband was in the lake. Did she kill her son so he could be with the daddy? Because the 2 other dudes that was grabbing her arms, those are her oldest sons. And I can't imagine what they're going through, but they sitting there calm as hell. They not crying. They not yelling, asking how the fuck could you do this? Nothing. This is weird.
are trying to figure out where her 4-year-old is, but they're also looking for her husband.
They are there.
She still ain't in handcuffs. Why don't they tase this old bitch? Yeah, 4-year-old. White people crazy. This is definitely a white person crime.
Pain came back to me. My husband and I both got at him. The pain came back to me.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
In a fish?
My husband counted him, and then
see, you counted them.
I counted him, and then pain came back to me. My husband and I both got at him. The pain came back to me.
I need to know where your husband's
My
at.
husband and I both
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
Yes.
There's no fish large enough on an atwood to swallow your husband.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
Okay.
I thought your husband went for a walk.
Yeah, and then we came to the boat, and his clothes were laying on the boat.
Okay.
Tan
Yeah.
pants and cream shirt and flip-flops.
You have a cell phone?
His clothes was laying on the boat, and then God called her and said, "Hey, yo, bitch, your husband in the lake, in the fish." I'm waiting. I bet they don't discover that fish. I'm 100% sure they don't discover that fish.
It's in the camper.
It's in the camper. Where's your camper at?
I think it's,
Area 3?
I think so. Yeah. It's like a tannish camper.
It's a tannish camper. You don't know what lot number it is?
No.
Because we really need to verify your husband's
Now,
still
all of
with
a sudden, she see
Oh,
that.
okay.
Okay.
Well, he's actually just go out in the bottom of the lake.
Well, I can't go in the bottom of the lake. So
Do you have scuba divers?
we're going to have to call divers in and go to the
Okay.
bottom of the lake.
Please do.
And you're saying
Get the best ones there are. Because this
So-
is a miracle from God. And you will see. You will see.
your 4-year-old son's down there too?
He's with God.
Where's his body at? Where did you throw the water in? Where the bike was today? Where the boat was?
Yeah.
Why the fuck you lying? Why you always lying? Oh my God. Stop fucking lying.
We can get you water.
Please. Thank you.
We're right now we're gonna walk up to the squad, okay? That's what we wanted to do.
Man, if y'all don't put this old bitch in handcuffs.
Okay, but you're gonna sit down in the back of the squad for us, okay?
Can I actually just sit with my children? Yeah. And have water?
Yeah, we can bring your children over.
I would love it.
Let's go up in this squad over
Why
here.
my children not here?
We'll bring them over in a minute. Let me go check you out.
They still ain't cuffed this bitch. They just holding her by the wrist. But why the hell do they keep blurring the police car out? They don't want a nigga to
You
know
guys
what
send
city
the dive team
they
over
in.
that way then?
Deputies would eventually find out that the Millers were doing religious exercises by the lake. Here's what the sheriff said in a news conference per WEWS.
Sometime just after 8 a.m., and this statement from both her children and other independent witnesses, she is seen loading up the 4-year-old on a golf cart near their RV and taking off very erratically. Everybody that will comment or any witness that you encounter that saw her driving will tell you she was driving very dangerously. She flipped the cart at one time. She was seen on 2 wheels another time. Of course, she was praying by the kayak. And she left. The children saw her leave with the 4-year-old. And then a while later, she came back. She states that she went to the dock and that she threw the 4-year-old in because that's what she needed to do as an offering to God.
Deputies believe this mom took her 4-year-old and
son of a bitch. She killed her son. This bitch thought she was Abraham. That's what I'm saying, man. This shit ain't cool. And then we could call her crazy, yes, but she's acting out what happened in the book that she believes in. She actually believes in God. She may be extreme, but she believes in God. She's saying the same shit all believers say. He coming back. This is a miracle. She believes in him. She just willing to act the book out. She actually believes God wants you to sacrifice your child for him. This is crazy.
And that she threw the 4-year-old in because that's what she needed to do as an offering to God.
Deputies believe this mom took her 4-year-old and drowned him earlier in the day, then drove the golf cart again hours later with her older kids as religious offerings on board.
940 Central.
She was gonna kill the older kid. Hell no, fool. This bitch was finna kill the whole family. I mean, if this bitch don't get the death penalty, she needs the death penalty. Oh, and just by the way, she old but still.
Damn, look at them titties.
She was finna sacrifice her whole family for God. Let me know when somebody sacrificed their whole family for Satan. Let me know when that happens. Let me know when somebody shoot up Satan, a Satan church. This is ridiculous. Oh.
What the hell was that?
You got your applause. I got mine. Wait, it didn't play that time. Hold on.
You gotta sound.
This your welcome to the stage.
I have that.
I made 3 slots and Sister Terry Clarence ain't up here. Now it's off because you up here, and the way I set it up, I had to be in the middle because I started off on the side and I was like, this is weird. So I had to be in the middle. But now, since you up here, we off kilter. And then if she come, it'll be the 3.
If.
And she probably she don't want to answer these questions tonight. She don't want to answer them questions. But I like it though. Y'all can actually see us because the comments definitely used to block us and nobody could see us at the bottom. So I like that. And the comments don't cover it up either unless it's a long ass comment. So I like it. I figured something out. Have you been listening?
No, I had to finish some workup, and then I saw that you were live, and I came.
You want me to take it back from the top?
No, just give me a synopsis.
No, I can't even explain it, cuz I can't even explain it. I'm gonna just take it back. I'm gonna just take it back halfway for you. I'm gonna just take it back halfway for you.
Are these hillbilly Mormons or something?
Amish?
Oh, love the Amish. Love them.
Yeah. Not this one.
He went for a walk this morning.
And you haven't seen him
He
since?
didn't ever come back. And we went to the boat, and his clothes were there. And God told me he's in the lake, and a fish swallowed him. And you're actually supposed to go look for him in the bottom of the lake. And you will find the fish. And you will find my husband. And then you will believe. But he, of your little faith, that did not believe before seeing.
Okay.
So send people down to the bottom of the lake looking for a fish. I had my husband.
How old's your son that's in the lake?
4. He's sweet. I love him. I gave him.
Okay. 7940 Central. We're out with the mother. She's advising that she.
Bro, they nice as hell to this murder.
At this point, deputies are now trying to comprehend what happened. They are trying to figure out where her 4-year-old is, but they're also looking for her husband.
They are there. And then pain came back to me. My husband and I both got him. The pain came back to me.
I need to know where your husband's at.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
He's in a fish.
Yeah.
There's no fish large enough on an atwood to swallow your husband.
He's at the bottom of the lake in a fish.
Okay. I thought your husband went to the front for a walk.
Yeah, and then we came to the boat. And his clothes were laying in the boat.
Okay.
Tan
Yeah.
pants and cream shirt and flip-flops.
Do you have a cell phone?
It's in the camper.
It's in the camper. Where's your camper at?
I think it's,
Area 3?
I think so. Yeah, it's like a tanish camper.
It's a tannish camper. You don't know what lot number it is?
No.
So we really need to verify your husband's still with us.
Oh, okay.
Okay.
Well, he's actually just go out in the bottom of the lake.
Well, I can't go in the bottom of the lake. So
We
we
have
need,
scuba divers.
we're going to have to call divers in and go to the
Okay.
bottom of the lake.
Please do.
And you're saying
The best ones there are. Because this
So-
is a miracle from God. You will see. You will see.
you're saying your 4-year-old son's down there too?
He's with God.
Where's his body at?
I don't
Where
know.
did you throw him in the water at?
Off of the dock at the causeway.
Where the bike was today?
Where the boat was?
Yeah, there was a... I know.
No,
When they're supposed to be once coming out there.
I think there was one.
Does anybody have a glass of water?
We can get you water.
Please.
So
Thank you.
we're right now we're going to walk up to the squad. Okay. That's what we're going to do. We're going to put you in the back of the squad.
You will find my husband.
Okay, but you want to sit down in the back of the squad for us, okay?
Can I actually just sit with my children and have water?
Yeah, we can bring your children over.
I would love a glass of water.
Let's go up in this one over
Well,
here.
my children are here.
We'll bring them over
Bring
in
'em
a
over.
minute. Let me go check you out. Yeah, we're gonna get it. Kyle went to
She got more children?
You guys send the dive team over that way then?
Deputies would
Yeah, she
eventually
got
find out that
four.
the
She
Millers
was
were
finna
doing
kill all
religious
4 of them
exercises by
motherfuckers.
the lake. Here's what the sheriff said in a news conference per
Yeah, almost
WUWS.
caught up.
Sometime just after 8 a.m., and this statement from both her children and other independent witnesses, she is seen loading up the 4-year-old on a golf cart near their RV and taking off very erratically. Everybody that
Bro,
will
she
comment or any
reenact
witnesses
bad,
you encounter that saw her driving will tell you she was driving very dangerously. She flipped the cart at one time. She was seen on 2 wheels another time. Of course, she was praying by the kayak. And she left. The children saw her leave with the 4-year-old. And then a while later, she came back. She states that she went to the dock and that she threw the 4-year-old in because that's what she needed to do as an offering to God.
Deputies believe this mom took her 4-year-old and drowned him earlier in the day, then drove the golf cart again hours later with her older kids as religious offerings on board.
940 Central.
How the fuck was she gonna kill them?
The mother is advising that her boat is located if you just want to walk at the
Offering herself to God for a sacrifice wasn't in the cards, though. When he's got to fuck somebody else, just kill somebody else. Don't kill myself. She wasn't a good enough sacrifice.
Causeway Center dock, and that's where she threw the child in the water. She's also now saying that the husband's in the water. She's going to log that and notify the dive team. The Rangers are heading over that way right now.
Sir, get it right. Her husband is in the water inside a fish. Sir, get it right. I wonder what her excuse gonna be when they don't find her husband in no damn fish since God told her this.
I'm glad she didn't make it a package deal. Like all the kids at once, just a package deal.
So your knee won't hurt you.
Right.
Trust me. Okay. It won't hurt you. Okay. It won't hurt you. You're fine.
Are you praying?
Okay.
Why is y'all praying with this bitch?
God.
First off, don't pull me, bitch.
I mean, why?
People are doubting.
Why will they not put this bitch in handcuffs and in the car? She has murdered her son. What the fuck? I'm getting frustrated now because they is still being nice to this old bitch. She's a murderer. Fuck your prayers, ma'am. Tell us where the goddamn body is. I don't want to hear this shit right now.
Getting harder for me to stay strong. Please show me.
These motherfuckers is praying with
That's an EMT, so
they're letting the murderer. I don't give a fuck. They letting the murderer pray to and for them.
And
You
look,
just murdered your child.
Is that
Get
EMT
your hands
or
off me, you evil bitch. He was
that the
4.
sheriff?
I don't know who the yeah, because they were telling them to go sit. The sheriff and them women was down there when the sheriff said, "Come on, you gonna go sit in the squad car," and they was grabbing the woman by the arms when he was saying, "Let's go sit in the squad car." I don't know who the fuck these bad shaped white bitches is. I don't really know.
She's crazy.
You know,
let's
go ahead.
She's crazy. Let's keep her calm.
Population of Negroes in that city 0. It ain't nobody. It is saltines all through that bitch.
Wait, you sure they're Mormon?
Amish.
Amish? Well, how do they have a boat?
That's what the title say. Amish mom drowns young son. Don't argue with me. Argue with law and crime. They the ones on the case.
Is it a rowboat?
I'm just giving my commentary. I don't know. It's probably a yacht. I still can't get over the fuck that she killed her son like she was Abraham, and then she said her husband is in the lake like Jonah. This shit is crazy. Who Jed beefing with now?
That it is true what I'm telling you. That there is a fish in the bottom of the lake. Please never take me to sit with my children under the tree that you have created. Please, Lord. And it's
You guys just want to?
Did the fat woman say amen?
Yeah, we'll take
okay. So we can.
Wait, that's another fat woman.
Rest of everybody else.
We are. We need to talk to them first.
Here, have a seat right here. We'll go get your children as soon as they're done.
No, I want to go
right here.
What are the kids saying now?
I don't know if they've asked them if there's a little brother and dad or not. I don't know.
The kids are in shock because their mom just tried to kill them and kill their brother. They was next.
The miracles are true. And these two we doubted too, but they are true. They are.
Wait, they're Amish. Where'd they get a golf cart from?
They a different.
when Jesus
They a
was on
different
the
kind of
cross.
Amish. They bad Amish.
And he put his arms out and he said, "Forgive them, for they know not
Yeah,
what
you
they
told
do."
me that already.
And she's
Yes.
still preaching.
They didn't know. They didn't know.
Yeah, right.
You are to trust. It's all about trust. It's hard.
Man,
Because
when
he
they
does
put this
things
hoe in the
in
back of the
mysterious
police cruiser,
ways.
they making me
And
mad.
it's hard. Because we want to just believe our earthly ways.
Is that her other kid right there, the big one?
Everybody blurred out as her kids.
Well, there's a reason she couldn't get that one. He's too big for her. But they were like, yeah,
She loaded
took
their
off.
ass up. She loaded their ass up on the golf cart.
And they said she was driving crazy on two wheels.
No, that was with
Flipped
the
it.
4. That was with the 4-year-old. She went back and loaded up the other kids.
Is that it? What? They drive what? They drive golf carts? No, Amish people don't have golf carts. They have horse and carriages.
They believe he was disappointed in himself for how he handled the religious task, and he swam to a sandbar, which I guess he thought was land. And
the kid?
No, the husband.
The husband.
So she didn't kill the husband. He drowned too, but they think he drowned because they found him by the sandbar. No, he wasn't trying to say. See, you gotta listen, D Truth. You pull the truth on you. You gotta listen. This is what they think happened to the husband.
Is something supposed to be playing? Ain't nothing playing.
What do you mean ain't nothing playing?
There ain't nothing playing. That your terrible titans are on the screen bouncing back and forth.
How long has the screen been down?
About 2 minutes.
Good grief. I did not notice that. That's why YouTube looks so big. Okay.
There it is. Hours later, a dive team found the 4-year-old boy not far from the dock that they say Miller threw him from. He was at the bottom of the lake. As for Miller's husband, deputies believe he was disappointed in himself for how he handled the religious tasks they thought God was giving them at the lake, and he decided to swim out to a sandbar in the lake, and that is where he drowned. His body was found the next day, and the sheriff said he did not die in a rescue mission for his son.
I gave him to God.
He probably didn't know his son was dead.
What do you mean by that?
I threw him in the lake and I gave him to God. And people are going to tell me I am crazy.
You are.
He is real. And he loves you. He really does love you. He loves you.
A grand jury indicted Miller on account of aggravated murder and murder for the death of her 4-year-old son. She's also charged with felonious assault in connection to the 4-year-old's death, and she's facing a count of child endangerment for allegedly driving the golf cart into the water with her minor 15-year-old daughter on board. Then she's facing 3 counts of domestic violence for allegedly driving that golf cart with the 15-year-old on board, as well as her 2 twin 18-year-olds on board. She's being held in the county jail.
See, the truth, she was finna kill all of them.
But wait.
She drove the golf cart. How many golf carts do this bitch got?
Well, my thing is, there's 2 18-year-olds on there and a 15-year-old. When did they not notice that their mom is driving them into the lake? Did they not see this happening?
Well, apparently the 15-year-old went in the lake as well. She didn't die, but they said she's charged with driving the 15-year-old into the lake. Them boys be like, hell no, bitch. What are you trying to do? Kill us?
Well, that's what I'm saying. Did they not notice? Hey, mom, you're going a little fast. Might want to slow down a little bit.
They did. That's why she couldn't get them, but she tried to kill all of them.
What? The 15-year-old was still in the golf cart in the lake.
Right. I would have. I'm sorry. I'm hopping out. I see golf cart going towards lake. I'd take my chances getting skinned up.
What?
It's going no more than 30. I'll take my chances. She got wet.
What's the chances of two people going crazy at the same exact time?
This nigga he thought God, he was disappointed in himself for how he was handling the task. What task did they have? Where did they get these tasks from?
Both of them are nuts. That's what I'm saying. What is the chance of two of them being as nut as the other one is? She just happened to not finish the deed. He decided he failed. So
I don't know if he tried to kill himself though. I don't know why they said he swam to the sandbar. What was the importance of that? Was it quicksand? What the hell?
Well, yeah, okay, so this guy says, I'm going to try and save the baby, bro. Now, the 18-year-old and the 15-year-old saw her drive off
I'm going to try to save the baby.
Well, he just said, I'm gonna try and save the baby. Like, I agree with him. The 18-year-old and the 15-year-old didn't say, mom's driving kind of crazy. Oh, shit, she flipped the golf cart.
What to do, Pierre?
Let's run over there and get the baby out of there. You just standing around looking in disbelief. I mean, what are you doing? Somebody told him the bitch was driving crazy.
No, they had no idea. They just seen they may not even seen her pull off. They saying all the witnesses saw that. But what they do know is they know she left with the brother. Came back, he wasn't there. I don't know if they asked where he was or none of that. They assumed he was with dad and had none of that shit with. But they said hours later, she wound up going to get the other kids.
It's a golf cart. If you notice a woman driving crazy with a 4-year-old on a golf cart, you just going to stand there and watch it?
See,
it's a golf cart.
All these witnesses, and the witnesses said she flipped the golf cart over one time, and it was on 2 wheels. So she flipped that motherfucker back right side up, and nobody tried to go intervene.
And nobody tried. Nobody went over there and said, "Hey,
well, at least get the baby."
Yeah. Sometimes I just look at people like, really? Nothing? You had nothing?
It ain't my business.
Okay.
That's between her and God. No pun intended.
I would have had every right to cap that chick.
Yeah, because the kid's life was in danger. Absolutely. Like she was not normal.
According to WEWS, the Millers attended the Old Order Amish Church. That church has released a statement. They say what Ruth is accused of does not reflect their beliefs. They say this was the result of mental illness. Joining us now.
Oh, it wasn't God. It was mental illness.
Yeah, I'd say they're both crazy. Both of them.
So I'm saying that the church is saying this mental illness, but the other shit, man, look. So was it mental illness when Abraham was about to Isaac? Could it be mental illness that this nigga said he talked to a burning bush? Mental illness didn't just pop up in 2000. It's been around centuries, decades, all that good shit. The church was like, we don't want to have nothing to do with it, even though they read the story of Jonah in the well. This lady believed it. She reenacted what was in the Bible, and now they trying to wash them hands of it. They like, But she reenacted stories from the. Well, no, she made up the part, but she didn't know where the fuck her husband was. but she lied and said he was gonna be in the fist because that's what God told her. And this nigga drowned. He was not in no fist. No fish even bit him.
She was right about the baby.
No, she really wasn't, because there is no God. She just killed her baby.
Yeah, but I'm saying they found him exactly where she said he was.
Now, what if the baby had sinned and didn't get forgiveness before he died at 4? Was the baby going to hell, or is there like a special stipulations for babies?
Babies.
But even still, though, where was this 4-year-old's free will to not be killed?
Babies are without sin.
That ain't true. Oh, that's the rule. Well,
Yes.
I guess I could agree with that one.
Babies are without
I don't know
sin.
no better.
I'm not gonna give an age of when they stop being babies, though.
They don't know no better, so I can agree with that one. They
The
bad.
4-year-old, I'm gonna have to say the 4-year-old is without sin.
I can agree with that one. But he ain't had no free will to die, though, at all. Then that's a terrible. Drowning is not a pleasant way to die. Pretty sure he couldn't swim.
Now is retired Judge Fanon Rucker. Thank you, as always, for taking the time to be with us. You practice in Ohio now as an attorney. Let's start with just this body cam video. You see some of the statements that this suspect makes. What was your reaction in watching that?
Yeah, and thanks for having me on. These cases that we talk about are always so interesting. As I watched that body cam, a lot of things came to mind. First of all, the devastation of the entirety of the incident. Here is a mother who is, as we know now, charged with killing her 4-year-old son, and whatever her and trying to kill her twins and her 16-year-old teenagers, and that they were such willing participants in whatever it was that their loving mother in their eyes subjected them to. That's what I thought of first. But the second thing I thought of, and this is one of the things that really kind of raised my eyebrow. We have a murder. We have folks missing, and this woman was reaching out and touching that officer. Right. Now, I can picture so many incidences where officers are investigating a scene and there's serious allegations.
That's what I said.
Even breathe wrong in officer's direction, many times somebody's on the ground and in handcuffs. So that raised an eyebrow to me that they were as comfortable as they were with her in their engagement. No, I guess she didn't present as a physical threat to them, but that was something in her actions that certainly raised my eyebrow and that I had on my mind. And a lot of people trying to get in contact with me today.
Yeah, I mean, I think like in watching that, because you can see they were first called to the scene for this. It seemed like it was an accident, right? Like here's this mom with her kids, and they were driving on this golf cart into the water, and then it's like as she keeps talking, you can see law enforcement just start to be like, what exactly are we dealing with here? She's accused of, I found it interesting because she's facing a murder charge related to her 4-year-old, but also aggravated murder. Why the 2 counts related to the death of one person?
So it's not unusual when we're dealing with, it can be one death, but a person can be charged with 3 different charges for that one death. Or you may be charged with felonious assault for the action that led to the death. You may be charged with murder just in case you can't prove aggravated murder, because she is also charged with aggravated murder because we're talking about a child who's 4 years old. So you charge all of those, and ultimately, depending on the ensuring that it's only the charge involving that child, they merge. And so ultimately, she can only be sentenced for one, even if she's found guilty, because the facts and the law justify the conviction on those charges. But that's why you see more than one charge for the same incident.
She was clearly someone very much into her faith. Apparently the entire family was. And I know her church in the Amish community did release a statement to a local television station saying that that's not what they believe in. That's not part of their teachings. They believe that this was a case of mental health. But,
And the church can't say it's mental health. They can't say that. They can't say it. They was on a religious retreat.
You have this woman who, the reason that she did this is, she says, for religious reasons. How does the law see the difference between, here's someone who really believed something from a religious standpoint, but then also looking and saying that this could be someone who has severe mental health issues that would have done this if she's found guilty?
That's a tough line to walk. So what we know when we're talking about whether someone has a mental defect or suffering from some mental disease at the time of the incident, the question is, from a legal standpoint, whether they understood and appreciated the gravity or the impact of their actions at the time they did them. Well, she seems to understand that very intentionally what she did. Like, this was not, I thought God was going to.
Absolutely. It was a sacrifice to God. It was a sacrifice to God. That's what the woman said while they was on their religious retreat.
The other question they're going to ask is, can this woman be helped? She clearly can't stand trial because she can't help in her own defense. So they're going to find her insane with a mental defect. But the other question is, can she be helped? If they send her somewhere, can she be cured? That's the other question they have to come up with. Are they able to cure her of her mental defect? And the answer is going to be no, because she truly believes what she's saying. She truly believes what she did was a message from God. Go ahead, Clay. I want to hear what he says.
They all do.
Pretty much.
Gonna grab them and take them up into a spaceship when we throw them over the water. No, she said, no, we intentionally went in the water because God told me that this was going to be a miracle, and you just watch, you go find their bodies, it's going to be a miracle, I promise you. Like her actions were very intentional. Now, to the average person watching it, we say, ooh, clearly something is going on with this person that doesn't make sense. And, we use the moniker crazy, which is not appropriate to use, but there's something wrong here. But something wrong here does not meet the legal definition of not understanding and appreciating what someone is doing. It sounds very clearly like she understood and appreciated exactly what she was doing, even if it was unreasonable, outrageous, and ultimately horribly, murderously tragic.
I thought it was interesting. I was watching a news conference with the local sheriff there, who said it was really difficult in interrogations and interviews to kind of piece together what actually happened, because she kept repeating a lot of the lines that you see in the body camera video. But he also said, I don't think she's ever lied to us, which kind of sounded like the sheriff believes that she truly believes that God had told her to do this. When you look at how a defense attorney, with her clearly admitting that she did it on body camera video, and I'm sure the evidence will come with it as well.
Yeah, I'm covering.
Could there be a mental health argument here if you're the defense attorney trying to help your client, where clearly this is something, I would just say on the outside, it's clear what she did. It's not like she's accused and wasn't actually there or any of that. It's clear what she did. It's just kind of I guess, how much of an impact does the motive behind it and what was going on in her mind matter to what the punishment may be?
Well, okay. So when we're talking about punishment versus liability,
what's the motive? She did it for God. Just like them folk that be doing them mercy killings in the Hindu community.
Those two different questions. Motive is not required in order to prove guilt. Motive is helpful to prove guilt and could be used to establish the level of the penalty. What the issue is what was her intent at the time, whether she understood what she was doing when she did it. And that really is the gravamen of the issue. Did she understand when she said, I'm going to take my 4-year-old and I'm going to put him in this water? Did she understand what the potential consequences were going to be? And if she did, and if her intent was to cause those consequences because on some level she believed that God was going to perform some miracle to prevent him from passing on and drowning and lacking oxygen, then she may.
Oh no, she God wasn't supposed to revive him, my G. No, she said God required a sacrifice from her. and that sacrifice was her son. The miracle was her husband was gonna be found in a damn fish. She was flat out told you she sent her son home. I drowned him. I sent him home to God. There wasn't no miracle with him. It was the sacrifice.
Her lawyer may have a very difficult time establishing that she was not cognizant of her faculties at the time this happened. But I think any criminal defense lawyer worth their salt who represents her will absolutely make that argument. I think it would be malpractice for them not to.
I guess when you look at this judge, what is the punishment she could face in Ohio considering these charges?
Well, the most serious, because she is accused of aggravated murder. Murder is the killing, no person shall take the life of another. Aggravated murder is where there are certain aggravating circumstances. And the aggravating circumstance that justifies this being charged as aggravated murder in Ohio, which is the killing of a 4-year-old, actually justifies her being charged with a capital offense, which means she could be subjected to the death penalty.
I'm chilling at how relaxed the brothers are after she tried to kill them. They know she tried to kill her sister, and they're hearing her say that she killed her brother. No emotion, no crying, no yelling at mom like, how could you do this? No mourning their brother. They believe that she needed that sacrifice for God. God needs blood sacrifices. That's what I'm saying. It's tricky. That's what I'm saying earlier. It gets tricky when you just say, like, hey, I don't believe her, but we believe other people. She believes, she really believes that this happened. And it's a lot of people that do.
No one's going to believe she's not crazy.
But throughout history, do you know how many people have killed and said God told them to do it, whether it was their child, their spouse, or whatever? They killed and said God told them to do it.
The son of Sam said God told him.
It's like 1,000 to 1 on people saying God did it versus niggas saying the devil made me do it. You get a couple of them nuts, but it's 1,000 to 1. Those are astronomical odds.
Now, it's also very likely on the murder charges that she's looking at life with the possibility of parole, life with the possibility of no parole, or life with the possibility of parole after a certain number of years. But that's what she'd be looking at between, for the most serious offenses, particularly with the aggravated murder, potentially the death penalty, but certainly life without the possibility of parole is a very real possibility if she is convicted and the defenses of mental health or mental defect is not proven by preponderance of the evidence as required for the burden to shift to the defense.
And I think back to, like, in the beginning, I mean, clearly law enforcement, and to your point, we have seen examples where someone who, even if 2 people are missing, a 4-year-old and a husband, and you kind of go to grab an officer, things we've seen, very different outcomes with how that goes with physical touch and police. And that wasn't the case here. Is the fact that she's this non-threatening Amish woman, would you see that having an impact on whether or not she would actually get the death penalty?
Of course. When it comes to death penalty cases, there's 2 components to it. The first is the trial proving the actual offenses. So there would be a trial proving aggravated murder, that she did, in fact, take the life of this child, that there was no defense that she is able to exert. And then they would find that there were aggravating circumstances. The second and separate phase would be the death penalty phase. And it's at that part that her lawyers would present any type of information, mitigating circumstances, which would militate against her being given the death penalty. Such that fact that she was a mother, that she didn't have a criminal record, that she was religiously given to her beliefs, and that this was more about someone who was aligned with their beliefs radically than someone who was malicious in trying to take the lives of her family. I mean, all of those things would go into consideration to determine whether or not the death penalty should or would be imposed. So the idea of her being a mother and Amish and, kind of docile, and assuming she has no prior record, I haven't looked it up, I don't know if she has a prior record or not, but presuming those things that also made the officer comfortable allowing her to touch him in that instance would also be the things that a 3-judge panel perhaps would look at to determine whether or not those aggravating circumstances justify her receiving the death penalty.
She stopped.
One other thing I thought of, and you're the attorney, of course I'm not, like where she's facing 3 domestic violence charges because, so she is accused of driving this golf cart into the water, throwing the 4-year-old in the water, the 4-year-old dies. Then she's accused of driving this golf cart into the water again with her 2 18-year-olds and I believe 15-year-old daughter. They, being older people, are able to get out and they're okay. But at the same time, she's facing domestic violence. I look at that and I think, like, why is that not attempted murder, considering she allegedly murdered someone earlier in the day doing that exact same thing?
Yeah, certainly there's an argument, but the question is, how far does the act go to the likelihood of murder? So if she got to the water's edge or got in the water, but there was no real threat to them because they were able to swim and they were able to unbuckle their seatbelts and get out. I think there was twin 15-year-olds and a 16-year-old or the other way around. So yeah, domestic violence says no person shall knowingly cause or attempt to cause harm to a family or a household member. So yeah, that certainly qualifies. Would attempted murder apply here? It could, and perhaps they'll consider upgrading charges if they get additional information.
They
but I think
jumped
they
out
feel
the car.
that, with the age of the children and the relative risk that was posed to them at the time, that domestic violence as opposed to attempted murder would be the appropriate charge.
And then this lastly, Judge, because then the husband is also dead, and he, on his own, according to law enforcement, was upset with whatever religious
18-year-old boys got to raise
ceremony they were doing, and he decides to go swim, and he ends up drowning. That he was not going to, according to law enforcement, trying to save the 4-year-old. This was him on his own, kind of in the same line of thinking, it appears, with what Ruth Miller was thinking. But what charges, I guess, what do you make of the fact that she's not really charged with anything related to him? I mean, he's obviously passed away, so it's not like he could face charges related to this, but it seems like it's just, you have her facing charges related to the kids, and then the husband, he is just dead.
Yeah. I don't know what charges she could have faced for his death unless she encouraged him or advised him, and she had such control over him that would cause him to do that. We've seen those in cases where people have relationships and the person they're in a relationship with encourages them to commit suicide, and they do, and the person gets charged. I mean, we see that, but those are some extreme cases of incredible influence that is being exerted over the person who actually does take their own lives. I don't know that that's what's been established here by the facts of the investigation. It seemed like, he didn't know how to handle his marriage and the fanaticism that his spouse showed by her actions and her practices. And perhaps there was some mental health issues that this husband also experienced, that he couldn't or wasn't in a position to try to save his family, as opposed to just try to run away. But I don't know what charges would be appropriate against the wife. And at this point, what she is facing with what she's already admitted to on camera, what greater penalty would even be effective for the husband being encouraged to go swimming under those circumstances, unless there's proof that she did something to him which caused him to be unable to swim. But I think there was actually conversation, a Jonah type thing, where they were going to get swallowed by a large fish, that this was the design and the plan for that to happen. And they, of course, found the 4-year-old and the husband at the bottom of the lake, having drowned.
Well, 12-year-old wasn't supposed to be swallowed.
We'll see how the court proceedings now play out. Entire judgment on record. Always great to have you on Law and Crime. Thank you for being with us.
Thank you.
That will do it for On the Case, presented by Law and Crime. Subscribe to us on YouTube and Spotify. I'm Chris Stewart. We'll see you next time.
All right. Next week, I'm going to take an hour. Hold on. I don't know what that was called. Yeah, I'm going to take an hour. But I started it over for D-Truth to fill him in.
Take a look at your screen. Content partners in that area say...
Okay. Official spikes granddaughter's ice cream with cocaine. Again, white people do some strange shit.
Take a look at your screen. Content partners in that area say North Carolina County Elections Chair is accused of putting cocaine and MDMA in his granddaughter's ice cream. A lot to discuss, and a very odd story we are heading deep. Say North Carolina County Elections Chair is accused of putting cocaine and MDMA in his granddaughter's ice cream. A lot to discuss, and a very odd story we are heading to. Viewer discretion is advised. I do want to share the very latest from law enforcement.
As you know, I'm going to correct the date. It doesn't change anything with the case. In the initial release, I put out August 8th. An officer was flagged down at the Sheets at the corner of Shipyard Boulevard and Independence. It was actually August 3rd, so that's my mistake. But on August 3rd, a patrol officer was flagged down at the Sheets gas station at the corner of Shipyard Boulevard and Independence, and was advised that 2 teenage girls had located some pills in their blizzards, which is, as you probably know, is an ice cream product you can get from Dairy Queen. There were paramedics that were already there at the sheets. They weren't specifically called for this incident. In fact, that's actually why we believe that they stopped there. The paramedics checked them out. It did not appear that the juveniles had ingested any of the foreign substances that were located in their ice creams. The officer confiscated the pills. A presumptive field test was conducted on those pills. We'll talk about that here in a little bit too if you have questions. The field test is presumptive in nature. Okay, it's not a laboratory test. That comes later. That is in progress right now as we speak. Based on the presumptive test and the totality of everything going on, safe to say one thing led to another. Report was taken. That report was forwarded up to our criminal investigations division, which any report that has follow-up factors is forwarded up to them. A detective began investigating the case. Obviously, that involves going to the scene of the crime, talking to those involved. During that investigation, surveillance video was discovered and handed over to the Wilmington Police Department that clearly shows Mr. Yoakley placing the pills in the ice cream. Based on that, other things discovered in the investigation, that detective pursued charges against Mr. Yoakley. It was on the 26th that he came to the police station and was taken into custody, and those warrants had been taken out and were served. And then he was transported to the jail, the New Hanover County Detention Center. He was given a $100,000 secured bond by magistrate and was able to post bond and is currently out on bail right now. That's kind of where we're at right now. I think most of that information is probably already known. I know various outlets have obtained court paperwork through the clerk's office as public record and gleaned other information there. So if there are any questions you guys have, I'll try to answer them. And I also have my help over here that can potentially answer or clarify anything that you may be curious about. I'll open it up.
I think I probably know the answer, but will you guys be releasing that footage?
No, we're not going to release it. The case has to go to court, and once it goes to court and is presented as evidence and the case is adjudicated, there's a potential then. But no, we won't be releasing it prior.
Have you guys found exactly where we got the pills from?
Don't believe so. Like the source? No.
Are you all able to say what type of narcotics were found?
Kevin, do you want to kind of...
The pills that were received...
Come on up here so they can...
The pills that were received that night were tested in a field test, which is not conclusive. It just gives the officer an idea of what we could be dealing with, especially for narcotics or poison or anything like that. So the presumptive test showed that had the same compounds as other drugs.
That
may
man
well not
finna do
be
some
those drugs when he comes back from the lab.
He need his ass
So that's where we are right now. So for us to say
his granddaughter and her friend.
That's what it was.
Yeah, that nigga,
it definitely was a pill because it was wet. The markings weren't readable. So yeah, we're not going to jump to conclusions. We only listed the type of drugs that were, I think, released in the warrant because that's what they tested for in the street, but it may turn out to be something else.
So the street field tests basically are designed to test for compounds that make up illegal narcotics or narcotics in general. So it indicates the compounds, the chemical compounds are there. So there's no question, we're talking about drugs here. It's just getting to the point where it's isolated, identifying exactly what drugs are there. That's in progress right now with the lab.
Would it have been a lethal dose?
Hard to say. I not being a medical professional and not knowing specifics, how different folks metabolize things, I really can't say whether it be lethal or not. There was not a huge amount, and I know that's kind of a broad term there, but yeah, I mean, it wasn't. We're talking one pill per container. So, and I don't know what the milligrams come up to be or anything like that. Again, a lot of that stuff's going to depend on the lab findings.
Just to confirm something you said earlier, you said you believe Mr. Yoakley stopped at Sheets because paramedics were already present there?
I believe so. So I believe the young ladies that are involved in this case, when they discovered the pills, they became very concerned and emotional. And I believe the 16-year-old involved was driving. And right now it looks like that due to concerns, fear, panic, if you will, made the decision to pull in there. So we think that decision was probably made by the juveniles to go to the gas station since they saw an ambulance or paramedic vehicle there.
So if Yoakley is from Surrey County, do you all know why he was out here in Wilmington?
We believe he has a residence here. Yeah, so I don't know about his residence residential status in Surrey County, but we do know he's a resident of New Hanover, or he's a resident of New Hanover County as well.
We had heard he's got a bit of a criminal history. Can y'all elaborate on that?
I'm actually not familiar. I haven't run his criminal history. I'm not familiar with that.
Have you spoke to the family or the girls?
The girls were interviewed extensively for the case, yes.
Okay. Yeah. So the females involved have been interviewed.
And did you cover the relationship of the girls not necessarily being?
Okay, I think we got the gist of this one. We got the gist of this one. I thought they had more than that. The Truth, I need you to pay attention to this one, The Truth. I need you to pay attention to this one. We got to have a conversation about this one, The Truth.
Questions tonight about how a Memphis Shelby County student was checked out of school by someone pretending to be her brother. And what?
Hold on. Hold on right here. Oh, I didn't hear that part earlier. The first time I heard it, I didn't hear that part where he said he was pretending to be her brother, which would have made him eligible to be on the checkout list. Again, sir, I be live. You can't be saying shit like that. Hey.
Questions tonight about how a Memphis Shelby County student was checked out of school by someone pretending to be her brother. And what happened next now has sheriff's deputies involved. Tonight, the man deputies say checked that student out of school has been charged with statutory rape.
Fox 13 Sierra Jordan joins us live in front of Kirby High School. Sierra, so exactly how did this all happen?
Well, Darcy, Shelby County deputies say the 23-year-old suspect and 16-year-old victim met on a dating app called Plenty of Fish. The suspect then told deputies that they were only meeting to have a conversation and claimed he did not know she was underage.
To have a conversation, but you end up with your pants down. Is that the new definition of conversation?
Just after 1 p.m. Monday at Kirby High School, Shelby County deputies say a 16-year-old girl was checked out by a 23-year-old man. According to the affidavit, he pretended to be her older brother and used a fake name. The man was actually 23-year-old Kevin Van Talley Jr.
This is a red flag for school safety. If the district wants to build trust with the community, you fail it.
Lady. Well, you're absolutely right, because if he used the fake name, then he wasn't on the list, because unless that brother's name is on the checkout list. And yeah, at 16, you still have to have somebody check you out.
That's a big fail.
Danisha Fields is a former front desk school administrator for a charter school. She says this should have never happened. Deputies say Talley Jr. drove the team to an unknown location near her home where she performed a sexual act on him. Moments later, records show he drove to the Walgreens at Winchester and Riverdale, refused to pay $60 he promised her, and tried to leave her there. The team jumped.
Just bookmark that right there. Bookmark it, y'all. Bookmark that she performed a sex act. He drove up to the ATM, but then was like, hell no, I ain't finna pay you. Do we see a problem here with her behavior at all? The only reason this nigga is in jail is because he didn't give her them damn $60. And I honestly believe she told him she was 18. I believe it. But y'all niggas, so you brothers up here ain't got nothing to say about this 16-year-old selling pussy.
What now? What happened? If go ahead and enlighten me on what's going on.
This side, I'm gonna start it over. My GA number, the minute and 45 seconds into it. I'm gonna start it over because this shit here is crazy. Nigga, this is a Memphis story. You didn't hear about this?
I ain't heard nothing about
You
this.
had to heard about this shit.
Questions tonight about how a Memphis Shelby County student was checked out of school by someone pretending to be her brother. And what happened next now has sheriff's deputies involved. Tonight, the man deputies say checked that student out of school has been charged with statutory rape.
Fox 13 Sierra Jordan joins us live in front of Kirby High School. Sierra, so exactly how did this all happen?
Not forcible, statutory. Because she's under 18, but not forcible.
That man freak as hell, man.
Listen to the story, sir. Listen to the story.
Well, Darcy, Shelby County deputies say the 23-year-old suspect and 16-year-old victim met on a dating app called Plenty of Fish. The suspect then told...
How old you got to be on Plenty of Fish?
I think I'd be 18, though.
That is correct. So she lied to be on an app that you have to be 18 on. It's a common thing. Kids do it. I still don't know how to fuck. Jalen got a goddamn IG. And he followed every fine bitch I follow. He just ass and titties. He right behind him. I don't know how he got an IG. But clearly that's what these motherfuckers do. They be lying.
What, you got to show ID? You ain't got to show no ID or nothing to make no...
I don't know how they doing this shit now. We don't know how they doing shit in 2025. It's just new. Maybe not.
Terrible.
Deputies that they were only meeting to have a conversation and claim he did not know she was underage.
To have a conversation, but you end up with your pants down.
He should have just shut up. He lied.
Is that the new definition of conversation?
Just after 1 p.m. Monday at Kirby High School, Shelby County deputies say a 16-year-old girl was checked out by a 23-year-old man. According to the affidavit, he pretended to be her older brother and used a fake name. The man was actually 23-year-old Kevin Van Tally Jr.
This is a red flag for school safety. If the district wants to build trust with the community, you fail it. That's a big fail.
Danisha Fields is a former front desk school administrator for a charter school. She says this should have never happened. Deputies say Tally Jr. drove the teen to an unknown location near her home where she performed a sexual act on him. Moments later, records show he drove to the Walgreens at Winchester and Riverdale, refused to pay $60 he promised her, and tried to leave her there. The teen jumped back into his car before he drove off. Then he dropped her back to the high school.
You can't get around the fact that you came to a...
Did you hear that, P.I.?
There had to be another color flag, bro. See, a red flag would be like not enough crossing guards or police officers in the school. Like, that's a red flag. That need another color for that type shit he just
Bruh.
That shit wrong, man. Now, I know that she lied, but...
No, bruh, she was selling pussy. He offered her, she serviced him. She gave him sexual services. He was supposed to pull up to the ATM. He tried to duck off. He tried to not pay her and duck off.
See,
but she caught the nigga, hopped back in the car. He took her back to school without paying still. Crazy as hell.
See, she should have had, if she was hip to the game, bro, she should have knew he was lying.
Why, bro? She's 16. Why is she selling pussy? What do you mean hip to the game?
Know what I'm saying? So somebody older than her would have knew off top he was lying when he said he had 60 and the average going rate was 40. So now why you want to pay me more? What the $20 tip for, sir? See, what the $20 tip for?
No.
But I'm just saying in the logical, if she was, let's say she was 25, she would have been like, man, this man ain't full of shit. He trying to give me 60. Why he gonna give me $20 more? What if I did special to get $20 more?
That nigga, he didn't.
I feel what you're saying though.
Hold up.
It drove the teen to an unknown location near her home where she performed a sexual act on him. Moments later, records show
where she performed the sexual act, she got straight to it. Now he claimed he was supposed to just have a conversation with her, but the affidavit saying this is what she telling the police. She got straight to it. She admitted to selling pussy. She ain't get charged. This shit is okay.
But what they gonna charge her with?
He drove to the wall.
Selling pussy. Yes. Prostitution.
A little like misdemeanor.
She need to be charged. This nigga got charged. Everybody, he got charged with statutory, not forcible. Otherwise, that would have been a charge too. So they understand that she was selling pussy.
Cause see, like I'm saying, man, unfortunately, in several states, 16 is the consent age, man. I don't know what states.
Not Tennessee.
Not Tennessee, though.
The only reason this man is in jail is because he didn't pay that girl. If he would have paid that girl, she would have been cool. She would have went about her day. School was finna be over. That's how it happened. School was over with, and she flagged police down. Like, nigga, you ain't pay me.
What she need $60 for so bad? She like, I need them 60. What would make her want to go and prostitute her body? Her phone bill do? She got an unlimited plan. What do she need that 60 for?
She shouldn't be paying her own phone bill at 16.
Shouldn't be. But unfortunately, this is the ghetto world, Nuda. You know, these folks like, I ain't paying your shit no more. Go get one of them niggas you laying up with. You know how the mamas here, they low down.
Yeah, she laid up with a nigga at 16.
Because they mama, the daddy, he probably somewhere gambling, and the mama just in there motherfucking like, oh, I ain't paying no more. He's like, I don't know. Oh, no.
I definitely think bro was lied to. I think he thought she was 18. There are 18-year-old high school seniors.
But do we got proof of her saying that she was 18?
I don't know. She's on an app where you have to be 18 though. You ain't hopping on no adult site expecting the kid to be on that motherfucker.
That's something about being black and white, bro. POF must be in black and white.
I didn't even know that shit still existed.
That's what I'm saying. Like, hey, man, on
that junk was on that junk like Moco Space. I thought it was dead.
They should have asked him what year did y'all meet, sir? This didn't happen this year.
They probably had just met that earlier, like on Plenty of Fish earlier that day. Cause the shit happened real quick. Like they ain't saying it was no long-standing relationship or nothing like that. This was she needed 60. The nigga didn't pay her. He promised her 60. She was selling pussy. He said he was gonna give her 60.
That's terrible, though, man.
Didn't give her nothing. Ended up in jail. I'm saying that simply to say
went on and went home.
Oh, the girl was cool with it as long as she got her money. She is not a victim.
So, who said that she was able to make the right decision right then, mentally?
That wasn't the right decision. It was, nigga, you didn't pay me and you tried to leave me. I'm not even mad at her for telling. I'm just saying this, she wouldn't have told if he paid her. She probably would have been cool with the nigga leaving her at the Walgreens if he came out with them 60. She had 60. She would have got her way back. But he tried to run off on her and didn't pay her and then took her to the school and she was like, oh, you ain't gonna pay me? Police right there. Get him. And she had no problem telling what happened. She didn't lie and say he took it.
That's why he's charged with statutory rape instead of aggravated assault and all that other shit. Sexual assault. He ain't charged with all of that. He just charged with sleeping with a minor.
So what, he got to sign up for the registry?
Depends on how this shit go. If he could prove that he thought she was 18 and he was buying pussy, he may not. He may be able to walk.
Yeah, he gonna have to have some proof, because I don't know if alone could he get away with just being like, she was on the 18 and up.
But this is a serious issue though, because how many other 16-year-olds and 17-year-olds you think out here doing this? It's a lot of these motherfuckers. The world is going to hell, which I don't believe in, but y'all know that means it's bad, supposedly. It's another question I had from my mama too, when she said Jesus went to hell and took the keys. I said, why the fuck does hell need keys? It got doors now? What the fuck?
Hell got keys?
That's what I said. That Jesus went to hell after
hell with keys?
He took the keys, yeah. But like, if he took the keys, that means it's locked and can't nobody go to hell. But y'all still be saying people going to hell. It's just, I told her they be changing the rules too much.
Yeah, because if a recipe for going there, if you don't believe, but if it's a place that such exists, he shall sign his certificate off him what he did, because you know damn well though he can use that lie, but we gotta go and get his little freak ass man. He knew. That motherfucker knew, boy. He's like, I got her. She think I'm gonna give her 60. I'm gonna give her 60 problems. I got her. That man.
Yeah, I'm saying though, for him to have dropped her off at the school, knowing the police was up there, because he see the resource officer and shit. Crossing guard may even been out there. He had to have thought she was 18, because he didn't think he was gonna get in trouble. It was gonna be his word versus hers until he found out she was 16. He was like, fuck. But other than that, if she had been 18 and she told the police that story, what the fuck were they gonna do? He didn't rob you. He didn't rape you. He just didn't pay you. That's part of it. As you said, that's part of the game. Sometimes you get got.
But I hate to say it, back in our era, bro, I remember niggas pulling up with full curls, dropping off a girl.
It still happened, nigga. It ain't that. It's still going on.
He'll be scratching, talking to the coach.
Anytime in America.
He hollering at the coach with her getting out the car. The coach ain't saying nothing. He looking at her. Our time, think what I'm saying. Picture the scene when he pulling up right before school. He's scratching. You gotta feel that scratch. Scratching that. And she 15 getting out that joint. He got a full Jerry curl. Nobody said nothing. They dapping and clapping. No, look at so-and-so. He on rims. You know, I'm just saying, but them type women, if you see them today, they look like, when folks say, I'm glad I don't look like what I've been through. They look like it. Them motherfuckers ran through.
Yeah, I don't think, because bro was too bold. He was like, they couldn't have done anything if she was 18. Like, nothing literally could have happened.
Walgreens at Winchester and Riverdale refused to pay.
And he went into school, had his face showing and everything checked out. Just used a fake name, but shit, he still went in that jet, had his face covered and shit, just face out.
Why she just didn't leave, brother? Why did you have to go in there and get under that eye? I'm saying the crime is top. Why she just ain't leave? That man went and checked her out.
Yes, he went and checked her because she's 16. She couldn't just leave unless she was skipping school. He checked her out.
That's what I'm saying. Why you
it was towards the end of the day anyway.
But that's what I'm saying. How you gonna go prostitute your body, but have a morally thought not to skip school? Like, I'm not gonna leave school crookedly. I'm gonna make you sign me out legitly, but I'm gonna sell you my little box if you got that 60. This is the decision making is terrible. That is look, you finna go leave and commit a grown lady crime. You don't want to just skip school? It's so crazy shit. I'm just saying.
$60 he promised her and tried to leave her in Riverdale. Refused to pay $60 he promised her and tried to leave her there. The teen jumped back into his car before he drove off. Then he dropped her back to the high school.
You can't get around the fact that you came to a high school to solicit an underage child for a sex act that you didn't.
The affidavit states deputies were flagged down by the victim during school dismissal. They say the suspect told police they were meeting to only have a conversation and was not aware of the victim's age.
Because somewhere she
didn't know her age,
sees
but he
that
was
this
lying
is
about
okay.
the conversation.
So that makes you wonder if this a mindset thing. Is this is what she's been conditioned to believe, to use your body to get money?
Absolutely.
We as a community, we have work to do.
As for how they met, the affidavit says the dating app called Plenty of Fish. We checked the site's guidelines that state users must be 18 or older. Underage accounts are removed and banned.
How is this underage child, able to create a profile on this app? What are these social apps doing about preventing underage children getting on these apps to get trapped in these types of situations?
I reached out to MSCS for a statement on how something like this could happen, but we are still waiting to hear back. Now, Talley Jr. is scheduled to appear in court tomorrow morning. Now, coming up at 10, more on school safety concerns. Daryl, Darcy?
That is Fox 13 Sierra Jordan reporting live. Thank you so much, Sierra.
20-something-year-old man in Memphis was able to check out a 16-year-old girl from a high school here in Memphis, claiming to be her older brother when he actually checked her out of high school so she could solicit services, although she is a minor, so this is most definitely a crime. This is one of the screenshots from the news, but he is accused of picking her up from Kirby High School in Memphis and then pretended to be her brother. The school supposedly maybe did not ID him because he actually submitted a fake name. He submitted what I'm assuming is a name who was on her pickup list in Power School because that is what Memphis used. This is what reportedly happened afterwards. They engaged in the services.
And if he used that name because it's on the checkout list from Power School, she had to provide him with that information because he wouldn't have known.
But why do they have the lady with just talking to the reporter with the shake the Laffy Taffy glasses? Why she gotta have the Fabos? Well, she must didn't know she was doing an interview, man. You have what I'm saying? You on there trying to be very.
That was her Sunday's best, sir.
I'm talking about her glasses. Them the Fabo.
Oh, that was her Sunday's best.
When you throw that shit up in the air and wait for it to come down, type glasses, bro. Is some lenses in them glasses?
Best.
It's terrible.
Oh, I forgot to do the air horn when you got up here.
And I don't even like using that word for a teenager, but they engaged in some acts. She is saying that he refused to pay her. And then he was like, well, I guess I'll drop her back off at the high school. She's saying that she met him on Plenty of Fish, which you do have to be 18 to be on. I don't know how they verify. So I don't know if she said she was 18, if she used a different, I don't know how that works. But there are some questions that come out of this. How was he able to check her out of school? The high school that I worked at with MSCS, our front office secretary was very strict and you had to show ID. You had to be on the list. You couldn't just pick up random people. So this calls into question, how is this person able to check her out of school and access this child? How was she able to access her phone? How was she able to set this up with this person when there is a cell phone ban in Tennessee? How was she able to get on Plenty of Fish and have a dating profile when she is very much under the age of 18? This child was very obviously failed in multiple different areas, and it led to this. 20-something-year-old man in Memphis.
On June 10th, 2023, officers responded to a local fire station in reference to an altercation between two women. From the sounds of things, one woman was trying to cleanse the other of her sins with oil, resulting in her throwing hands.
Okay, and she don't like me.
I don't got time for this one. It's 19 minutes. I ain't got no more shows. I got to cut it off for 2 hours. I got 17 minutes left. What's going on with the football season, G? What them Cowboys gonna do?
Man, the football fans got
Ain't you a Cowboy fan by default?
I just like the sport. So you guys just say that.
Oh, you are the Bears. Y'all
like
lost. And nigga a Bears fan.
I was watching Big Three, man. Big Three went off. Damn it, Charm and them.
I don't watch.
You watch
this.
It?
No.
Nigga, Charm was the one on every level, nigga. He the one on college, NBA, the Big Three. Damn it, everything.
What's up with the Seti Nash Hernan thing you shared? They gonna finally meet and have a boxing match?
It looks fake to me.
If they ain't saying nothing, then it ain't. But you know, their initial thing, it looked their initial interview that was look whatever they had looked staged. Y'all just got Hernan Gomez trolls here. Y'all funny. And then he pop up. Oh, it's really you, bro. That shit fake as hell.
Then this nigga interviewed Hernandez Gomez lawyer, nigga, about 2 weeks before that. The same lawyer that got off the nigga that shot up Lil Wayne bus. The same lawyer. That nigga is everybody's lawyer. So it's a setup.
Because he's good at what he does.
Man,
he's just like Brian Steele.
But look, I got it off of Hernandez Gomez YouTube page, off the Bit with Quit page.
He done got a goddamn YouTube page now.
I'm like, I on headphones and shit. I'm like, this man turned to a streamer.
He living his best life.
But look right here. Everybody would love to see 2 officers go toe to toe, bro. I would love to see 2 officers, a man, 2 men of the badge, undercoverly, go toe for toe and blow for blow.
So the man said he on that gang shit, G. Quit playing with him. He on that gang shit.
Cop calling Crip, man.
Oh,
you don't think so?
You said who?
You know, I'm hard on saying that. That man's the cop calling Crip.
I watch him, but I don't watch him. So I don't catch all his shit, but I see some of them. I pay attention to some of them. But I mostly catch him on other people's platform.
He did the same shit with who you want to play with? That nigga ran to play with somebody, man. He thought we want to play, man. But and then they go back on.
It's reality TV.
Yeah.
And then there's Govan, though, he talking real greasy to PRE and them, man. He gonna make, he like, y'all niggas gonna have to do something to me. He being real greasy.
That man ugly as hell. That man like, yeah, nigga, you screaming ass nigga. What you gonna do? Blogging ass nigga. Sitting there like, man, you finna have a heart attack, ain't it? I'm like, these folks sound like Booker T arguing with Jerry Law. This shit so scripted. I'm like, this man that threaten your life. Yeah, you gonna get some life insurance, nigga. I'm like, man, what the hell?
Charleston White went straight for the neck. That's why his baby dead. He just went straight for it.
See, man, somebody gotta tell Charleston White, man. Somebody gotta be the reality check to this one-eye motherfucker and say, look, bro, then your mammy had
White gonna get hit with a switch. I ain't talking about one off the tree.
His mammy had 2 kids, nigga. Him and his ugly ass brother. Both of them went to jail for murder. Shut your dumb ass up. What we talking about your mammy? Nigga, you talking about FBG Duck Mama. Nigga, I'm over 30 when they got killed. When do the parents let go, my brother? You went to jail at 12. What about your mammy? He don't want to hear that one. He ain't ready for that one, dude. For somebody to ask him, what's up with your mama, bro? You was at the mall shooting niggas at 12. So what do you have to say about anybody else's mother? That's one of them ugly ass questions, ain't it?
It's a real question. But you know he gonna have a retarded ass comeback. Yeah. You ugly. Yeah.
He didn't say something about a nigga mama. These niggas got killed when they were grown, bro. How you gonna be responsible for your children when they 27 and they out there doing shit and they died? You ain't raised your child. That nigga is 27, sir. What do you want me to do? Yeah, I think 27. What do you want me to do, man? He a killer. I can't stop him. You a killer, Charles. You gotta tell him every time he said, you a killer. Hey, you ain't see Go Yayo though? I saw you told a nigga up and asked him why he
No, I don't know them niggas, and I'm not interested in seeing no nigga in the bathroom spraying his cheeks. But I have noticed that Sauce Walker like signing these half-breed ass niggas. Like how many? He got a roster full of these light-skinned motherfuckers.
Yeah, dude supposed to be a Mexican because I ain't see it, but I just it was
Nigga
blurred.
that got killed in Memphis supposed to have been a Mexican or something. He was light skinned, his mama white or something. I don't fucking know. But hey, they all look alike.
All I had to see, bro, was the picture. They had the other part blurred, but they still had his head peeking back through his leg. I'm like, hold up, man. They got him off the slides, Nudie. Ain't my ass. Everybody like, you can talk your ass off, nigga. They blurred it.
That's gay porn.
Got them slides. But he a killer.
That's gay porn. Not watching it. Not gonna be able to do it. I take the internet's word for it.
Yeah, I don't want to see this, but I'm saying me doing the
his homie clowning. I'm like, nigga, you watch the shit? The hell
bro, that
wrong
nigga's
with
a killer. That's why they tripping. Like, this nigga supposed to be a killer. This nigga's a stone cold killer.
Bruh, they watched it. The fuck is wrong with them?
Man, go. Only way, hopefully they saw it was they got caught off guard and somebody just said, look at this fool. You know you can't unsee what your eye has seen. Hopefully that's the only way.
Now he described what he was doing. So if you was that in detailed and in depth, you ain't get caught off guard. If you did, you continue watching this shit.
See, I ain't even listen to that nigga. You know, I ain't listen to him fully through. I just know Peso hate that nigga.
It's only supposed to be gay dudes and females describing what the fuck happened in that video.
And make it so bad, I ain't gonna lie, money boy. That might about 9-0 on the internet fight. Go Yayo pulling up whooping niggas. He pulling up anywhere like a cowboy. Come on, nigga.
Yours truly didn't seen it.
Yeah, see, I haven't seen it. I ain't gonna say I don't want to see it, but I'm telling you what I saw, and that's enough. Feel what I'm saying, money boy? They got it. His ass and shit blurred out. I guess that's his ass. But
I don't
this
even
man,
know who the rapper is.
Bro, the man is peeking, looking back at the camera through his legs. So he facing the toilet. He bent over. They got his head blurred out, but his head is enough to see his face looking back at the camera. Hold on. You ain't got no need to see it. Your head is peeking back through your legs. Nigga, what is, look, you somebody daddy. That nigga somebody daddy.
These young niggas is wildin', B.
You ain't tearing his ass up.
That is wildin'. He want them to tear his ass up.
Bro, he said, he admitted it. He said, nigga, but I'm going to tell you what he said. That nigga said he did that for his girl. That's what he said. It ain't like he said, it was AI. Everybody said, nigga, me and my girl get freaky. Everybody like, what? Type of freaky shit y'all doing? Y'all, hey, that's what his answer. So he admitted that's him. But he said the reason he did
let it be known, I'm chopping a bitch in the throat.
That shit is not manly.
Right here.
But look, when you get a chance though, you gotta type with me. You're gonna be like, I know this tough motherfucker ain't bent over. And look, if you see his videos, pull up on me, nigga. I got this. You bent over. Look.
No. I don't know who he is. I don't want to know who he is.
He like the top rapper in Fort Worth, man. Charleston hated on him about 8 years ago, bro. He was finna perform at a school. He was finna sign the QC. Quality control. Go Yayo turned him down, but he was finna perform at the school, nigga. Charleston White on there looking like Dame and Wayne with the glasses on, like, I don't like the music. He been popping for a minute, but somewhere down the line, bro, he got compromised.
I'm sure AI is gonna cut your Charleston White rant out. I tag you in it so you can get it to Charleston White so y'all can go at the battle.
Why you say they gonna do that?
Because AI, because you went on a little monologue and it be doing it sometimes. I'm sure it caught a piece of it.
That man talk about, but then you know that's right, man. That man talked about King, Von, Mama, and man, how you don't know them folk? That lady ain't shit. Yo, son, that man is 30, sir.
And he old as hell. And he old as hell acting like that.
He said he changed this shit up, man, because niggas want to listen to it. He a rapper now, as far as I'm concerned.
Yeah, he gonna meet a switch one of these days, or maybe not. He could just be proven, man. You niggas tough, but y'all ain't tough enough to do. Dang, ain't nobody fucking. Well, he had been hit upside the head in the chair and shit. I forgot about that.
Bro, he a deputy in the hip hop police community, bro. He be sarcastically playing. That nigga serious. These niggas gone. Everybody. Niggas is going to jail, man. I'm not waiting on no album. Was everybody dead or in jail? I don't know who dropping nothing. Who dropping the album?
Young Thug's album is out.
Young Thug.
I gotta go though, man. I gotta run. I gotta get up out of here for the 2-hour mark.
I'm going live, dude. I'm gonna send you the link.
All right.
Hey, man, salute to the state game, man.
To the next episode. We out.
Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot this bitch ass with the quickness. Now he bleeding, sorry, begging, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. All my niggas wildin', they done labeled us a misfit. Wake up every morning, 2 or 3, 5 in the tidbit. Oh shit, didn't nobody come to see you old. It's some focus. Shoot 100 shots, no reloaded. Master of the game, you would think I'm into coded. Memphis niggas spit this pippin', mackin' like I'm golden. Ho, with my money, you gon' turn me to the old me. Say hi, first class flight, I'm in the nosebleed. Hop it, cook it, whip it, ship it till you count the proceeds. OG, I've been moving back niggas since 03. Low key, niggas hating, but they don't want no beef. State gang, true sippers, bitch, I bet we don't eat. Get jammed, get a lawyer, make it bunny, don't speak. Pour up, I need some more. A nigga had a long week. Shout out to my plug, he showed me love, he out in Long Beach. I'm true geek, walking by myself but left with 2 freaks. Ooh wee, nothing in they mouth and on they booty. Austin Power swag, yeah baby, this is groovy. You can call me Money Boy or you can call me Nudie. Hood niggas, churches, chicken, let me get a 2-piece. Top down, 2-seater, let me feel the 2 breathe. Gotta hold it steady, chopper, kick it back like Bruce Lee. Lately I've been in the zone, I guess I'm in my 2-3. Don't call my phone for nothing less than a QP. Feeling like the Migos, cause my bitch is bad and bougie. All my haters love me, all these bitches, this some groupies. Came a long way, I like to introduce the new me. Standing on business like I'm king or like I'm Drewski. Call me Ron Island, cause I like my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. Call me Ron Island, cause I love my love for choosy. When we link, it's a movie. She bustin' like a Uzi. I love the way she do me. I beat it up like Uzi. She dancing just like Suki. I never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit. Never been a hoe, I stay on go, so what the business? Nigga talking reckless, shoot his bitch ass with the quickness. Name pleading, sorry baby, asking for forgiveness. Bow, 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 limp biscuit.